Is that better? The sound was on, it just, oh there you go. We're back with the sound now. Is that better? There you go. The sound. So I can hear the sound. The sound of silence. And let's do Bluetooth, connect. So, oh, there we go. So, ladles and jelly spoons. Yeah, this is Tim Dowd for Living with MS in Tenerife. Roll intro. Ladles and jelly spoons, Tim Dowd. So where are we? Big white. Oh, that's a nice flower. Take my life in my hands. Fuerte Toba. He was a rock star. And it says in the foot.
Everything's, as from today, everything's gone out the window.
Everything's gone out the window, I like that bit. So, ladies and gentlemen, this is the beginning. Ah, Christine, ¿qué tal bien?
Muy bien, gracias.
Muy bien, muchas gracias, mi niña. So I just got a coffee without asking. That's what I like about this place, is they know you. You gotta go where people know your name. Momo's at Il Dolcetto, is it? Dolcetto. Il Dolcetto. Momo's at Il Dolcetto. Is the sound now? Or was there no sound on that one? Outro, intro, boom. There should have been sound on the intro. I heard it. No sound. Hello? 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 I can see the thing working, but I just can't hear it. Hello, hello? Hello? There we go. Hello? Okay, sound's back. Right, I don't know what happened there. I think it might be the fact that I'm doing handoff and stuff. But, okay, for those of you stuck with me, how many's on? 76, thank you very much. For those of you stuck with me, today was a test because I didn't have anybody to walk with. And I saw Michael do the drone live there. What I forgot to do was to bring my Wi-Fi with me, so I had to go through my phone hotspot, and the phone hotspot was doing 3 things, so I think that might have been the problem. So it was a good test. Just turn this off. There you go. So it was a good test, and I probably won't be doing it again anytime soon, but it was quite fun, and the handoff works. So yeah, that's a good one. Watched on the Master vlog. Oh, was I on it? Am I on it now, am I asked him when he was putting that out, because he usually puts them out in chronological order, but he skipped me and went straight to Motown Mike. So I'm glad he's put it up. I thought I'd done something wrong. I thought he was upset with me. Ah, cool dude. Right, log out and back in, sound okay. All right, okay. Sound's back, no sound. Okay, me and my oldest son used to Inspire 2 drone. Was a piece of kit that was. Sold it to a guy who worked at the BBC at the end. Ended up getting a DJI Mini 2. My first one was a Mini 3 Pro with the RC controller. Great thing. But I found that I never took it out with me. It wasn't the one in my pocket, you know. And you had to undo it, and it was quite clunky. Great camera and everything like that. But to tell you the truth, on YouTube I couldn't tell the difference, you know. I really couldn't tell the difference. This one films at 4K 60 if you're recording, but it sends out in 720p. So you were watching a 720p. I've now changed it to 1080p, so I don't know whether that's what is it now? Quality Advanced 1080p. Yeah, you're actually watching it on a phone at 480p, to say the truth, because the phone's small. And if you want to change it to 1080p, I guarantee you won't see a big difference, and you'll be using 4 times as much data. So I've only got one camera today, and one controller. So I've got a camera controller, and then I got a drone and controller, and some extra batteries. That's about it. So it's quite a light kit. It all fits in here. And for those of you with a drone, what I've got in here is the batteries, and on the top here I've got a baseless blade, which is a thin but very powerful battery bank, which is now empty. I'm going to unplug that and show you that. This is the baseless blade, or base US. I don't know whether it's baseless or base US. Just put that down there, and I'll show you this one. So it's a 100 watt baseless blade, and that fits nicely in the pocket. And then I've got USB-A and 2 USB-Cs, so I can charge 4 things at once. Obviously you can't charge 4 things at once at 100 watt, but I think the USB-A's are 5 watt, and these are 60 and 40 if you use both of them, and 100 if you use just the one. So that's well worth getting, and that will what's the word? That will charge all 3 batteries at the same time, over 60 watts, and you will charge all 3 batteries at the same time. So that just goes in my pocket. The wire comes out, plugs into here, and they charge all at the same time. So basically I'm getting 10 to 12 minutes of flight time on each battery, and that means, let's say 10 minutes and swap, so 30 minutes I've got of battery life, but I've got 20 minutes of charging time of the first battery, and it usually takes about 35 minutes to charge fully. So basically you can just swap them over, and you probably won't get your 10 minutes on the second time round. You'll probably get 6 minutes or 7 minutes. But then again, if you're doing that, you could do an hour and still not run out of battery, and I think that's pretty cool. I'd have to check that, but I think my math's okay. Alan sold his Neo. I'm going backwards. Go to normal setup. This is unwatchable. If anything I do is unwatchable, there's 2 things you can do. Don't watch it, or send me a message telling me it's unwatchable. Good morning, Tim, and all on the chat, says Anne-Marie. All good. We gone deaf. Oh, this is all the sound rubbish now. Log out and back in. Yeah. Morning. Watch the Macmaster. You need a Wi-Fi, I think, Tim. Would have been great otherwise. So, yeah, I've got a Wi-Fi. I just didn't bring it out, and because I'm not using it on this anymore, because this is good enough for me, I think. Then I parked the SIM. So what I'd have to do, I'd have to unpark the SIM, and then unpark the SIM, and then bring the Wi-Fi out of me. Stick it on a clip above my head. But again, as I said, I'm probably not going to do that anymore. I'll probably just record with the drone. Good test though, and thank you for coming along with me. If you're watching this later in the day, what I might do, if it's really unwatchable, then what I might do is just cut the drone bit off. So if you're watching this and you haven't seen the drone bit yet, then I'll put that up as a separate video. I only got the second half, the second battery is recorded. So I'll put that up, and you'll be able to see that. So there'll be a link up there somewhere. In fact, I'm going to do that anyway. I'll put a link up to the second battery of the drone, so you can have a look at the drone footage as we speak. There will be I don't think there'll be any sound on it though. No, I don't think the sound translates. I'll have to check that. Don't get me wrong. Don't get me wrong. So that's my DJI microphone. That's my baseless blade, 100 watt charger. Goes in the little sleeve at the back. This is my second most expensive cable. This is an Apple Thunderbolt cable. A Thunderbolt. Did I get a message of that guy next door? Cool dude. So yeah, so this is the what's it called? This is my tool for taking this on and off. So this is a tiny, what's it called? Right, I don't know. And you got it 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. 1, 2, 3, 4, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. And you can pull that off. So if you buy just the drone without the controller, which you can, and you can use it like I was showing you in the other video, you don't get this. That means if you buy a controller, it won't work. You have to buy this as well. This is 21 euros, so about 20 quid or 18 quid. But I don't think you can get hold of them at the moment. So if you're thinking of just getting a drone, trying it out, and then upgrade the controller, don't forget to buy the controller and this. And the controller I recommend, even though it's dearer than the drone, is the RC2, because you've got the perfect, what's it called? You've got the antennas, you've got the OM4, which is the best connection at the moment till OM5 comes out. And you've got an inbuilt screen, which is bright. I don't know about Android phones, but iPhones tend to go dim if they overheat, which they will. Doing all this power. So that's a dedicated thing. You've got extra buttons on here as well, an extra rocker for other things. You've got programmable buttons, photos, videos, 3 speeds, return to home, on and off. And I'm going to get un café. Cristina, una más, por favor. Y agua con gas. So, there, we've done the Wi-Fi one. See you at Easter, says Lorraine. Cool dude. Morning, Mob Leanne. You ate all the grub. What grub? Morning, bye all. Regular morning gym visit. There you go, good old gym. What you want to do is get one of my setups, and then you're lifting dumbbells and you're walking on a treadmill. You don't need the gym. 99.5 this morning. 323 apartment residential complex announced for Chaos Savaki. Yeah, Gavin, I've got all the details of that if you're interested. Go and see the salesman. He's called... I can't remember. Verdad amor, señor. Verdad amor. Yeah, this is. It's not been announced. They're actually building it. I was there last year when they started all the things, and I eventually got the plans. But he asked me not to release them until they officially released them. So I've got all the plans now and the price lists. And there's 1, 2, and 3 bedroom apartments. Some with swimming pools, some without. But they're all luxury. There's nothing for real people. The only thing is that they've changed the law now that there's a moratorium on giving out VV. VV is the Vivienda Vacacional, which is the license to rent out short term. And there's a moratorium on that now, so none of these will be able to be rented out short term. And I think that they've counted on it being an investment for people who want to borrow money to buy it and then pay the mortgage through short-term rental, and that won't happen now. So I have no idea if it's even going to go ahead, because they've done a bit of work, but I don't think they've broken ground just yet, and it's been a year now. So that they've announced it in the Canarian Weekly. This week, is it? Might be that something's changed, or maybe they do have some buyers. Or maybe they've got one big buyer who's going to buy the whole thing and rent them out long term. But I can imagine the rents there will be 2,000 and up a month. And for this village, I don't know whether you're going to get that. Oh, you probably will. because you probably will. Don't listen to me. But yeah, it's if it's announced in the Canadian Weekly, then I can on Monday I'll show you the plans and stuff. I'll get that ready. I'll do a little presentation of what they're doing there. But it's a shame, really. What they could have done was they could have done double the amount of affordable homes. They would get loads of rent income on it, and they wouldn't have had to put all the swimming pool type things in, just one great big swimming pool for everybody. And there we go. Muchas gracias. Pero hoy, no, Timmy baby, big belly buster, bakey butty, no.
Ay, ay.
Mi esposa me voglio sì, sì. Hong Kong Fury's on, cool dude. You're right. That's been going for 3 years now. I went and saw them guys, but they didn't let me film I was going to film the process, you know, with the drone and all that stuff. And the guy was dead excited. Oh yeah, I'll send all your details to head office, and you'll hear from us, and we'll invite you around, and we'll show you the show house. Nothing happened. Nothing happened. So they're all bullshitters, to tell you the truth. You find a lot of that on Tenerife, to tell you the truth. A lot of bullshitters. I'm probably included in that. Before you start hammering in the comments, somebody watched a 3-year-old video and had a go at me on my 3-year-old video. Ah, there it is. I'm looking for the batteries. It's right in front of me. Cool dude. Oh, the battery pack, by the way. If your phone's running out of battery, you can use the battery pack as a charging port as well. So that's pretty cool. So, where was I? Oh yeah, the apartments. You parked it, Tim. Oh, I'm probably way behind. Tippy Dewsbury, tea break time for things. If it's not broke, leave it. Oh, I parked it. I parked the with Lobster. Link in the description. If you get a SIM and it's only for data and no calls, it is $9.95 a month. But there's no contract. And if after 2 weeks you leave and go back to wherever you come from, you can park the number, and then when you come back next year or later on in the year, you can unpark it and have the other 2 weeks. So you only pay for 1 month and you get 2 holidays out of it. So it's like a fiver a holiday. Or if you only come for a week, it's 4 holidays and it's $2.50 a holiday. So that's worth looking into, Lobster. I have heard some people say that they can't get one if they don't have an NIE, but I don't know about that. But I'm sure there's ways around it, as long as you're paying, isn't it, really? So there you go. Call Lobster. Don't forget thumbs up. Moridi, 4 degrees, says Craig. Oh dear. Catherine's on. Morning, Tim. A bit late this morning. You missed all the rubbish bits, so don't worry. Anne Maria, hug from me, says Craig. Morning, Anne, says Catherine. Stunning new builds. Oh, yeah, we did that one. Those builds there's 5 phases, I believe. They've done phase 1, 2, and they're building 3 now. And 3 looks like it's a smaller apartments, not these sort of like detached villas, or bias as we call them. But they started off at around about 800,000, and before they were built, they went up to 1.2 million, the first 2 phases. So if you'd have bought 4 off plan, then you could have sold 3 now and paid for the one you're in, near enough. They do say they did have VV access, but I don't know whether the next phases are going to have it. So that's changing everything. But hopefully it'll make the plight of the locals, and not only the locals, but people coming to live here. You know, even the immigrants are finding it hard to find places to live, like me. I'm just dead lucky that I got in early. It's 10 a.m. Tim. Thank you very much, Craig. So that's there. Let's get a glass of water to wet me whistle. So it says here 21 degrees. in the shade. So it's quite nice. No wind today, as you can see, with me flying the drone and stuff. Let's turn CCs off. I just checked they were on. Anne-Marie saying morning to Catherine. This is just a test, so please excuse the quality for the moment. I will be switching to my normal stream soon. If you haven't seen the pinned comment and you're watching on catch up, it will get better. I don't know when it gets better, but probably half an hour in. I'll stick a thing up in the corner at the beginning to show. Obviously, you'll have seen that by the time you see it if you watch. Anyway, it doesn't matter. Morning, Siobhan, says Anne, and it is 10 o'clock. So more people have booked on the map, the Padlet map. Let's go and have a quick look at that. Go into PAD, let. So this is Padlet, and I've got two things. I've got our map and topic. So if I show the advert and I show the link, instead of saying map, if you say topic, that'll give you the details of Monday's topic. It's got last Monday's in it already, but it'll give you next Monday's topic. So if you go to our map, add your name, town, city, even your favourite landmark where you live. So the last person to put it in is a guy called Motown Mike and Garden City, Michigan. There you go. He lives in Garden City, Michigan, and he uploaded a picture of Garden City, Michigan. The guy before that is Alan Cole. All right, Alan. Garden City, no. Bolton-le Sands, up near that 250-mile cul-de-sac. What's it called? Bolton-le Sands. Then we got Diane Parotta, affectionate Jaguar, who put in some coordinates up in the Arctic Circle, but I don't think she lives there, because she says Virginia is for lovers, so it must be Virginia. And Belindre in Swansea. I Gymraeg I gyntaf bob tro, Gymru a Gymru am byth o'i mi hyd. I Gymraeg I gyntaf. It's the Welsh version of Donald Trump. Wales first. Every time. Always. I Gymraeg yn gyntaf bob tro. Wales first, always, or every time. And Cymru, Wales, a Cymru. Oh, Cymru, Welsh and Wales forever and ever. Hasta luego. Para mí.
Have a good day.
Have a good day to you too. Are you living here?
Yes.
Yeah?
Only 2 months.
2 months. Where are you from?
The north of Spain.
The north of Spain. Oh,
Bilbao.
beautiful. Bilbao.
Yes.
Oh, very nice. And you like this area?
Yeah. Really? This area.
Yeah.
This all years, 2 months here.
Okay. You've been coming a long time?
Two months.
No, I mean, how many years?
6 years.
Oh, cool, cool.
It's a marvelous place.
We are
Blog?
we're live, live on YouTube.
Yeah, you too.
Yeah. Hey, what are your names?
Javier
Javier,
y María.
Maria. Javier, Mira, encantado, encantado,
Encantada.
encantado. And have a great day.
The same.
Hasta luego. Javier. So Javier is Harvey and Maria, and they come from Bilbao in the north of Spain. And I should get them to put it on here. So Belindre. Then we got Blackburn with Darwin. Ah, Blackburn with Darwin. Is there another Blackburn? I think there must be. I'm sure Webby will do that. And that's Martin Yates. Hello, Martin. So if you want to do this, what you need to do is just go to, well, watch this. You've now got a new map, and it is permanent. So go to padlet.com/timdowd/map. And there you can drop a pin anywhere you like in the world, add your name and a little bit about yourself, and we'll see you on the next one. See ya. Good Maria. Bong. We're back in the room. Have we still got sound? Yes. Robert says, coming to Cayo early Feb, are you better pre-booking a taxi or just getting an airport taxi? Right. It depends. if there's like loads of flights coming in at the same time, then I would pre-book a private transfer, or theoretically just get the bus. I mean, it does take longer on the bus, and if you got a lot of cases, it's probably not great, and you do have to change. So there is a change at the Estación de Guaguas in San Eugenio, or you just go to the bus station. I think you get the number 40, the 40, and that'll take you to the Estación de Guaguas, and then you got to change to the 471, and that'll bring you right here. Taxi, if you go out, and I've heard horror stories that it's massive queues, but then again, they do go quickly. They do go quickly. So private hires. If you want to spend a bit of money and guarantee a very nice thing, we have Uber on the island, but it's only Uber Executive. And Uber Executive, they're all like big sort of black limos. You've got top of the range Audis, top of the range Mercedes and all that stuff. So if you want a bit of luxury, and I think it's 88 euros to get an Uber from the airport here. A taxi will cost you 45. So it's probably just under double to get an Uber, but with the Uber, you've got all the advantage of the app and the GPS coordinates, and you know exactly where the guy is, and you can contact them directly. And also they will look up your flights, so if it's delayed, they'll know not to come. And so that's one thing. The other thing, the private hires, if you can get one that's picking you up alone, again, you're going to pay for that. But that's a good one. If you get one where they're picking up, where they do sort of a bundle, then you're typically the last person out, because most of them are going to be down in the tourist area, Las Americas, Los Cristianos. So it is entirely up to you. Taxi airports, it depends how many flights are coming at the same time, 45 euros. Booking a private taxi, I don't think you can do that at the airport, so it has to be a private hire. And you can basically decide whether you want to do a single, just me, or whether you want to do, to be on the where there's more people, or Uber. So those are my suggestions. If you're coming in on a Tuesday, Wednesday or Thursday, and you're arriving before 9 o'clock in the morning, which you probably aren't, but if you're arriving before 10 o'clock in the morning, no, say 9 o'clock, because I've got to be out by 10, then I could do a vlog at the airport for my walk, and then drive back. But you have to be out of the airport at 10. So if that's a possibility, Tuesday, Wednesday or Thursday, and you're out of the airport by 10, then I can book me if I'm available, and I will do a vlog by the airport and then bring you back. Morning, Tim. Slept in today. Hi in the chat. Hi, Trisha. You didn't miss much because I did a test. You know what I'm like with me tech tests. What I wanted to do was to fly the drone live and then kill the drone and swap over to this system. And it worked technically, but it wasn't watchable, people were saying, because the drone was cutting in and out. And then I had a bit problem with the sound when I did the swap over, and then it went from 720p to 1080p, so people had to go out and come back in. So it was a great test to show that I'm not going to do it again, but it's probably not watchable. So what I'm going to do, I'll look at it when I get home, and if it's not watchable, I'll cut out the drone footage and start it when I sat down here, and then I will put the drone footage out as its own video, because I recorded the second battery from the beach to here. So I didn't record from my house to the beach, but I recorded from the beach to here, so you can have a look at that. David, Viva transfers are good. Just direct your hotel from the airport. Very reliable. Does Viva do single pickups, or are you bound to other people? Catherine, Jen is getting better slowly. Just giving her a tablet. Oh, Ruth, are you? Catherine, sorry that your Labrador's name wrong. I was thinking about you, Hope. Foggy's on. To look for your advice and done another vlog. I mentioned a lot of you in it. Thanks again. If you mentioned me, don't forget to tag me. Do you know how to do that? Go in the description at Timothy Dowd and it'll come up, and tag me. And then all my followers will see that you've tagged me, and then they'll go and have a look at yours. If you're not subscribed to Foggy, please go and do it, because we need to get him to 1,000 this year, otherwise he's going to give up. Don't give up, Foggy. Just do what you do, my friend. Do what you do. I'm going to go live in the Oakwood so we see you getting drunk. How's that? I'd pay to see that. In fact, I have. Viva, Jess, Jen. I've shared on Facebook. If everybody shared on Facebook, Ruth, I'd be a millionaire tomorrow. So Robert, yeah, let me know. Catherine, Kaya. Oh, gutted, I would have come this morning. You said you don't have any time. Mega Jobs in town with Dawn this afternoon, 4 p.m. Wake for Scottish. Yeah. That's in the Monte Cristo, is it? Give him my love. Oh, let's do that. I don't want it moving around. Thanks, and it's now 10:09. Stunning Bills and Sueño Azul. Let's see if I can find that. Oh, there's 2 notifications. Dave Mulready added a post twice. That happens sometimes. That happens sometimes. That it comes in twice, and I don't know why. I think what it is you do it once and it doesn't show up, so you do it again. Let me know if that's true. So if you do put your name on the map, do it once and then wait a bit and then see if it turns up, because I think it's a little bit of a time limit, or time, what is it? A little bit of a time lapse before it shows up. So if you do it twice, then I get it twice. Or maybe it's just a bug in the system. Oh, right. So we have one more coffee and then we go, eh? So Webby's on. I love you and Lee, says Mia Charlotte Plunkett. Thank you, Mia. Riggers Ramblings on, saying hi to Tricia. Julie Wade's on. I've lost a lot of timber, actually. I weighed myself this morning. I'm under 100 for the first time in years. I actually got into my lederhosen as well. So it's not comfy, so I can't wear it out, but it closes, you know. And let's see if we can find it. Let's see how good the search is on here. Lederhosen. No, doesn't find it. Oh no, it's tech. It's too much tech. No, I'm going to tell you anyway. Stand by. Where's the lederhosen video? Not video. Bear with me, ladies and gentlemen. I bought these lederhosen when I was in Germany for my daughter's confirmation. So when we got married in church, I promised to bring Stephanie up in the Catholic faith until she was full-yearig, which is 18, and we did. And so I bought the lederhosen because that's the traditional garb of Bavaria. And so there's the lederhosen. I've got it on, and that was, when was that? That was the 11th of January. So I got into the lederhosen by the 11th of January. I was still over 100, but there you go. And just to show you that it is actually, now if you've not had your breakfast yet, that it does actually close. There you go. So yeah, I'm really proud of that. I'm really proud of that. And how did I do it? I've told you before, I'll tell you again. At the beginning of, so 2 years ago it was, in January, I wrote down everything I ate. Just wrote it down. I wrote it down in a note on my phone. But you can do it on a notepad. You can do it on an app. Do it whatever you want. I just wrote down everything I ate. I didn't judge. I didn't change anything. Just everything I'd ate. As soon as I ate it, I wrote it down. Then at the end of the month, I went through and looked up the calorific value of each item and found out how many calories I was actually consuming. So that's January. It was a dedicated, everything that went through my mouth, you know, even a crisp or a glass of water, a cup of tea, a beer, everything I consumed, I wrote down religiously. Then what happened is in February, I wrote it down before I ate it. And by this time I got an app called MyFitnessPal, and I wrote it down before I ate it and calculated the calorific value. What happened then was, as I was writing it down, my brain sort of says, well, do you really need this, Tim? Or do you really need that much? So the act of writing it down before you eat it sort of went, well, no, I don't really need that bag of crisps that's next to me on the couch while I'm watching a movie. I don't need that fourth beer. I don't need another scoop of chili con carne. You know what I mean? So basically, the second month was sort of the same deal. I was still recording what I was eating, but the act of doing it before you eat it helped me reduce the amount of stuff I'm eating. I didn't change the diet at all. Didn't cut out bread. Didn't do gluten-free. Didn't do any of that rubbish. All I did was I just ate mindfully. After that, I worked out using the app how much I wanted to lose. So I wanted to get to I wanted to get to 99 kilos by Christmas, and they said I can't eat more than 1,800 calories. And I did that for a while, and it sort of worked, and then I sort of like fell off the wagon, and you know what you're like when you fall off the wagon? So I thought, well, maybe that's just too much. You know, a kilo a month is maybe too much. So I thought, well, let's go for 500 a month. That was this year now, so 500 a month this year. And that was like 2,300 calories I could eat in a day. That's easy. That is dead easy. And it didn't happen until about September. Then September, bang, 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 it just started falling off. I was walking a bit more as well, and drinking a bit less. And also, since I've stopped going to the Monty's on the way home from work, on the way home from shopping, I've totally reduced the amount of beer I'm drinking, so that helps as well. But it just fell off, and then at Christmas, just after Christmas, I got into the Lederhosen, and just after that, this month, I cracked the 100. So if you're interested in that plan, send $99.95 to timothydowd.com. And I'll send you the details in my new ebook. I'm probably not going to do that. Oh yeah, I'll do. That's what I'm going to do. I'm going to get ChatGPT to write me an ebook about my diet plan, and then I'm going to flog it online. You tell me how much you would pay. Now, don't get me wrong. I don't want to make a fortune off one person. I want to put it out cheap enough that thousands of people will buy it, right? So I'd rather sell 10,000 books at $2 than 10 books at $200, right? So you tell me what you would pay to look at that. I know you get it for free here, but that's because you're subscribed. But you tell me how much you would pay the real secret of losing weight in Tenerife. There you go. I'm going to write that book. Thanks for your help. Book Viva transfer. Flight time arrive 5:30 p.m. on the 10th of Feb. Cool, dude. Your flight arrives at 5:30. It's too late for me. I'll be in the pub by then. So one more coffee. 10:17.
Hey, señor. Hey. No money, nothing, nada.
So, vemos. $1.99, okay. How are you? Good for you, Tim. You're certainly looking better for everybody. I'm feeling better as well. In my head as well, I'm feeling better. Book the Viva transfers, good. Daniel, hi Mia. Was you nervous about doing a live video, or was that something you wanted to do in your life, says Mia. I did my first live video quite a while ago now. In fact, I think we talked about it on Monday, and I showed some stuff. But I've always been, when I was working, I was always a trainer. So basically, I was a quality manager near the end, but they only gave me that title because they didn't have another title for me. What I was doing, I've been talking to people all my life. I talk at different levels, different technical levels as well, and so I'm not a what's it called? I'm not a stranger to getting up in front of a crowd, and going live is just the same as getting up in front of a crowd to my mind, except you've got to concentrate on the lens and not look at yourself like a lot of vloggers do. Hi Webby. So you just got to basically talk to the lens and just have fun, basically. So I think you've got to be that type of person that you can talk, and not only that, but I can talk, my mouth can engage before my brain kicks in. So I can talk about nothing. That's only able to. You can only do that in English, you know. A lot of the foreign languages, like German and Spanish, you can't really start a conversation without knowing what you're going to say. But in English, you can start a conversation without knowing what you're going to say. Well, in Spanish, you can say pues, you know, they got like these filler words where you can sort of go pues and then think about it. But in English, you can start a sentence and the verb, you know, who you're doing to what, you can like push out as far as you can. I know, but in Germany, what you got to do, you've got to think of the verb first, but it comes at the end of the sentence. So, anyway, I'm digressing. $1.99, that'd be good, yeah. $9.99 says Daniel. Okay. So somewhere between $1.99 and $9.99 at the moment. Just found Viva good. Again, was Viva the single pickup, or was it? Oh, do you have to wait for other people? That's my question. Unless you've already ordered it, answered it. Nervous. Just subscribe to Foggy, cool dude. Hey up, Big D. Hope you're well, buddy. You made my day, and Lee, so funny. God bless you. Thank you, Mia. Love you and Lee. Thank you, Rigger. Lost a bit of weight. Okay, I think I've got everybody. Ah, Zelda's on. Hi, Zelda. Cousin Diane's birthday. She's 60 today. Hey, Cousin Diane. If you're watching, Diane, happy birthday to you. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday, dear Diane. Happy birthday to you. And many more on Channel 4. I don't know why I do that last thing. Foggy. Okay. Let's go and check out Foggy's vlog. Martin's on. Watched Vlee's vlog yesterday. Nice bit of drone footage outside the routine. Food looked good. The food was really good. I mean, the spicy one was my favourite. That was like the little, what's it called? Not a taco, what's it called? Like a rosti with an egg on top. That was a good one. The other one was good, but if I had the choice of two, I'd have the spicy one. But that's another story. Cool dude. So it's 10:21. Was that jelly cause really expensive? The jelly cause. Was that jelly cause really expensive? Are you talking about the Lee's the jam? Are you talking about the chili jam? I don't know what you're talking about. A jelly cause. Was that jelly cause really expensive? Sorry, Daniel. Give me a bit of context. Morning, Foggy. I'm Martin. Lee's vlog. Okay, we did that one. So I'm just going to wait for the jelly cause answer, and then I'm going to go. Oh, cover drone. Oh no, that's okay. Sandys. Yeah, get rid of those. I'm going technical now, so if you want to leave, thank you for watching, and don't forget, tomorrow morning is coffee morning. I might get Webby out if I can do it, and hope Webby's coming for Freaky Friday tomorrow night. Nobody's booked for Freaky Friday, so if you're on the island, you want to come and say hello, I'll be at the Nebula at 5:55 on the two tables at the side, the tall tables. So if you're in a wheelchair, let me know you're coming, so we can move it to a low table. Chris won't be coming, she says, so it's just me and a couple of beers and you guys. So if nobody turns up, then we'll talk about a topic. So am I getting one more coffee or not? No, I'll just finish my thing here and then go and pay. So technical now. Yesterday, Apple announced and delivered what they call Creator Studio. Now, Creator Studio is a set of software that they already have and you can buy individually. But let me just see if we can get it on here. Creator Studio. Creator Studio. Of course, it won't show up on my phone because it's not for phone. No, it's not for phone. It's for iPad and Mac. So let me just go in here. Creator Studio, Apple. Okay, if you go to apple.com/creator studio, I think it is, then you'll see it. And what it is, there are more different things. So I've got, to edit a video, I'm using Final Cut Pro, which is $300. It's a one-time price, €300, and if you're not editing that often, then it's probably not worth it. You can get Canva for free and all that stuff. Then I'm using Compressor to export the videos. Now what Compressor does, it allows you to batch export. It allows you to create a little app on your desktop. You just drop a video on it and it exports it in a different format. Maybe you want to change from widescreen to little screen. Maybe you want to compress it so it's a smaller size. Compressor's one, you see. Then you've got Logic Pro. Oh, and Compressor's $60. Then you've got Motion, which is a motion graphics, and that's the only one that Apple actually developed themselves. All the rest was sort of assimilated. So Motion, which is a where you can do your own titles and movements and camera movements and motion graphics, a bit like, what's it called? After Effects, but I think it's better, and it's only $50. So that means 300 plus 60 plus 50, you're on 410 already. Then Logic Pro, which is a professional music development system, MIDI system, pads and recording. That Logic Pro is $400. Then you've got Motion, then you've got Freeform is free, Keynotes. So they've added a lot of the free ones in as well in this whole ecosystem. It all works together. What's the other one? Logic, Pages, Compressor, and that's the last one, is Mainstage. Now Mainstage is only if you're live performing, and what it does, it runs on your Mac and it gives you access to amplifiers and effects and stuff on your PC whilst you're live performing at a gig. So that's just for musicians. Now the thing is, if you bought them all, you would be paying quite a lot of money, nearly $1,000, and they're giving it now for $12.99 a month. Or if you buy a year, it's €129, and they're giving you a month free to try it all. So if you've got a Mac, go in, download the Create Studio apps, and try it for a month. And if you think, yep, this is me, keep paying you $12.99 or pay the year. I recommend the year. It's only €129. Obviously, if you can't do that, and $12.99 is okay. You're not really saving that much, but it's really good, and you get access to everything. Now my workflow now will be what I used to do. What time we got? What I used to do was I get home, take the card out of here, which I'm recording this in 1080p. I take the card out, then I drop the video onto Compressor, and that will spit out a little MP3 file of what I'm talking about. Then I send that to a thing called TurboScribe, and that writes down what I've said. Then I send that to ChatGPT, that summarizes it. It creates timestamps for YouTube, and it creates a timestamp, a short description for YouTube. Then it goes in and does a blog post for me for Jetpack that goes to WordPress to my blog on timothydowd.com. And that used to take 2 hours to do it manually. It now takes 20 minutes automated. Most of that 20 minutes is the transcription time. and I pay for the transcription service as well. I paid for a year, and it's coming up in March. The new version of Final Cut Pro automatically transcribes all the videos that you put in if you want. So you can turn it on as a default. You load in a video in the background, it'll transcribe the whole video. What you can then do, you can't actually access the transcription itself, but you can use the transcription to search for bits. So if I say, let's get ready for the thumbnail. So all I need to do now is to search for the word thumbnail, and it'll take me to this point immediately. Then I can move left and right to get the best angle, and then say export thumbnail. I've even got, you can even put titles and stuff on it, ready to go. So you can actually, in fact, I'm going to do that. I'm going to create, you can create in motion my frame with all the stuff on it, and then I can just drop the frame on top of the thumbnail thing and press export, and that'll automatically do it. That's another thing you do. But the transcription you can turn into captions, baked in captions down the bottom. And you don't have to bake them in, but if you do the captions, you can export the file as an ITT file. That's like a captions file. It's XML, so it's not readable. Well, it is readable, but it's not really readable. It's in machine text. It is text, but it's machine text. It's called XML. And ChatGPT can read that dead fast. And the timestamps are more accurate than the one that I was using TurboScribe that I'm paying for. So when that runs out, I'm not going to renew that. So all I do now is I take this out, drop my video onto the disk. I've got an external disk. I just drop the video onto the disk, and then simultaneously suck it into Final Cut Pro, and then go and help Chris get ready for breakfast. When I come back, it's all finished. I export the captions to ChatGPT. That creates all the stuff. I copy the timestamps into YouTube. I copy the description into YouTube. I copy the markdown language into WordPress through Jetpack on my phone, and then I upload the new thumbnail. And ChatGPT even suggests 10 clickbaity titles for the video. So Thursday walk or whatever, drone, whatever, and then it'll do a clickbaity 10 titles recommendation. And then once I've put it into Jetpack, I publish that to my blog, and then social media connects in WordPress, sends it out to Instagram, Facebook and Threads. So, ladles and jelly spoons. I really do recommend that. Ray Duffy, pair character exaggerated stretches his arms forward to offer a cup of coffee. Thank you so much, my friend. Thank you so much. In fact, we'll do that as a thumbnail. Second thumbnail. Cool dude, Ray and Majoron. No sun in the kingdom. That's a great deal. It is. Obviously, it's only if you're in the Mac ecosystem. Weather same here, morning foggy. I paid £300 for Final Pro. Was looking at the Creator Studio package last night. It does seem a good deal, but I'm not sure I would use all the other applications. Maybe worth a punt though. It's worth it for a free month. I'll tell you how you can use. The Compressor is well worth it. Motion, definitely well worth it. And the Logic Pro, I found a way to export using Compressor. I export the music and the speech as 2 tracks using roles, dialogue and music. Bring that into Logic Pro, and then I put a compressor on the music, and I use this dialogue as the input for the compressor. Now what a compressor does, if it gets too loud, it'll quieten it down. If it gets too quiet, it'll raise it up. So it compresses the ups and downs to be steady. So if you use the input, the dialogue as the input, so when you're talking, the music's lowered, and when you're not talking, the music comes back to normal. That's called ducking, and it's an automatic ducking system. And you can either, you use your attack and release to find, so the attack, I really do it as immediately. So as soon as I start talking, the music gets reduced. And then when I finish, I wait 2 seconds before I bring it back up again. And that's the release to 200 milliseconds, I think it is. So, or 300. You work it out yourselves. And then the ratio is how much it's reduced by. So just those three things you got to tweak. Don't have to worry with knee or gain or all that stuff. And I can send you the my settings if you want to try those out first. But basically, you send it out, you do your stuff, you bring it back all through XML. So you don't have to, you just say export XML, do the bit, import XML, and it replaces everything for you. And then you can publish it where the music gets dropped once you're talking. Excellent. It also has new things for Final Cut, where you can get new titles, dynamic titles, and a lot of AIs coming as well. And you won't get that with the bought system. You only get that with subscription. So $12.99 a month or $129 a year, I think, is well worth it. Do the month. Decide what you want to do. What I would do first is I would learn 3 or 4 things. I'd learn a bit of Motion, I'd learn a bit of Logic Pro, I'd learn a bit about Compressor before you start your trial. Then once you've looked at that and you think, oh, I could use that for that, or use that for that, that for that, then start the trial and try your things out. And if it's worth it to you, and if you put in an extra €22 for ChatGPT Pro, then you've got a system that will just publish stuff for you. That's amazing. And ChatGPT will also recommend clips of your video that you could put to social, and even give you the timings and everything of when to do what and why and what the title should be. It's amazing. It is amazing. Anyway, that's enough of that. What do you do with all the old video files? I'm filling up the hard drives of data center at the rate I'm going. Alan, I was very pragmatic. What I wanted to do was put them onto cards and then file them away, and then I realized I would never use them again, so I just delete them. I've got an external 1 terabyte Samsung T7 card that I put everything on, and when it gets half full, I go and cull all the stuff that's I only keep this month's files, this month's. If there's something that I think I may need, I might stick it in the cloud. I also pay for cloud storage on here. I've also paid for Vimeo, so you can all put stuff on Vimeo as well in the cloud. So basically there's a lot of things you can do to offload it from your system, which is the main thing you need to do. So Vimeo is a good thing, really, really cheap at the moment. Samsung T7 1 terabyte card, less than $100. I think you get it for about 80, 90 bucks. And just plug that into your Mac, suck everything off, delete it off your hard drive. Or if you've got a Mac, which you probably have if you're talking about Create Studio, then sign up for more storage on iCloud. And that's sort of automatic then. Okay, need a video to call to delve deeper into the wizardry you have knowledge on, Tim. Yeah, I was thinking about doing that, but the people who watch this, they complain when I do tech stuff. So, I'll think about it. I'd rather do one-on-one with you guys. So the people who want it. Dave Hughes, be there in a couple of weeks. Leaving Playa Blanca in an hour after a lovely week. Back to the coats and electric blankets. How depressing, oh dear. Ray and Madge, we did. Thank you very much, Louise. Paid 300. Daniel, back to break. Catch you on the next one. Did we find out? Oh, there we go. It was spicy. Okay, yeah. The chili jam. Okay, the chili jam. It was spicy. Yeah, very nice. Homemade as well. Chili jam, really spicy. Okay, not expensive. Okay, separate vlog on tech. Yeah, I could maybe do that. I have, in fact, there is a playlist called Tech that you can go and watch. Okay, I'm going to do that. I'll do a recorded vlog, not a live. I'll do a recorded vlog on tech. Okay, 10:37. I gotta go. Zelda. Okay, bye Tim and everyone. Have a nice day. Right, so we're going to go now. I'll have a little slick of water, and then we shall see what we shall see. I've already done the advert, haven't I? Yeah. So thank you for coming on the walk. Thank you for bearing with me with the drone stuff. If you've gone through that, if I've deleted it, then you probably don't know what I'm talking about. But there will be a link somewhere to go and have a look at the drone footage anyway. I'm going to put that up anyway. So if you want to go and watch that again without the stuttering, but maybe no sound. If there is no sound, I'll put music on it. Okay. I might even do a dialogue thing where there's ducking the music. So watch out for that. Won't be today. Have a good day, everyone. And so tomorrow morning I'm going for a coffee. You can't book that, but if you want to join me, send me an email, timothydowd.com. So me at timothydowd.com, or just go to timothydowd.com/about. It's got all my contact details there. And you've been on the walk. And you've been watching timothydowd.com. Bye. See ya. Wouldn't want to be ya. Hi everyone, not mentioned. Boom. Timothy Dowd. Gemma Edwards.
Well, come on, let's just get it.
So
Because that's the section of Underhill. Duffy. Have a good one, thank you.
Happy birthday.
Thank you.
One.
He's out steamed.
Married today.
Yeah.
This can be good.
So you got 4 of these basically. Alright. So it was Ray. Where are you there? We go to the Bocadillos now. We got a video will be out on Sunday. So
The girl is cracking. Well, full of
here he is.
The Mac Master is a complete cop womble. This is